So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to this Slack trading webinar. I hope everyone has a great day so far. And just to mention that this content is for general information only and it's not intended to provide any trading or investment advice or personal recommendation. And thank you for your understanding. So let's get started. Today, let's have a look at the Premium Analytic Portal. And let's read the news from the morning briefing area. So, Biden took economic gains in State of the Union. Fed Powell braces for longer inflation fight aimed higher in surge. European officials push for joint effort with US on green technology minerals. Volkswagen says 2022 sales and profit in line with forecast. Turkey, Syria confront earthquakes, devastation. Very sad statements from people. They buried their kids. It's unbelievable. Syria reels from earthquakes but struggles to tap outside aid. Turkey's Erdogan era began after a massive earthquake. Another is testing his leadership. And Microsoft asked ChatGPT, artificial intelligence technology, to bring to Bing search engine. Okay, I think we read something similar yesterday, and we said that lately many of these companies, Microsoft, Amazon, Twitter, just from memory, they laid on many employees. And it looks like that's the reason, because the artificial intelligence will take by storm the search engine machines. Unfortunately, they are replacing people with that. But in terms of investing, if you have your investing, if you set up your investment account with Admirals, you can have a look. And maybe it's worth looking at investing in some companies. Let's quickly have a look at the news. Let's see the Forex calendar. Let's start it from Monday. So, Canadian dollar trade balance yesterday, minus 0.5%, improvement to minus 0.16, sorry, billions, not percent, my mistake. And we saw yesterday, especially the trade on the euro against the Canadian dollar was keep performing well. To the downside, of course. On Thursday, today doesn't look any major news events, at least based on this calendar here. But on Thursday, we expect the inflation rate in Germany 8.6% to 8.9%. Well, let's go to the charts. Starting from the Australian dollar, some people mentioned yesterday they are buying the support. Looks like a good call. For me, it wasn't the thing right at this support, but mainly it was the price action here. Unfortunately, by the time I start my trading screening, the price was already around this area, and really I wasn't interested to buy. You can tell me, yeah, Theo, but maybe you buy here, you put your stop loss somewhere aggressive in the middle. you can make 2 to 1, 3 to 1. That's fair enough. But I have some rules in my trading, and one of my rules in the strategies, in all strategies, says if you miss out on a trade for any reason, you never run after any trade again for no reason. All right. We screen among many currency pairs, many instruments. So trades are always going to be trades, and we don't need to rush on any trade. But if you guys manage to bought somewhere here with a stop loss, even 30 pips, let's say the ATR 85, is it 85? Yeah, the ATR has 85 pips here. So the way I play the ATR, yeah, if I want to buy on support from the, okay, here it's a thing, how can you use the ATR? All right, if you want to buy directly without any price action, reversal, confirmation, you can place your limit orders right by limit on support. That's okay. However, just make sure that you understand the ATR, and it shows us the last 14 days how many pips the market had moved. The market here moved about 85 pips. So if I'm going to buy right at the support, many traders, they put their stop loss on the 85 pips. I put it at the half of the distance. Why? Because if the market is going to go so much deep into the support, most likely it's going to continue. And this, as we say, it's the average, and it's not per bar how many pips it's going to move. Plus, I find it a bit easier for me to hit the targets faster. So either I'm going to hit the stop loss faster, or I'm going to hit the take profit faster. And that works for me. That maybe doesn't work for you guys or for some other traders, but the takeaway is you use the ATR if you blindly buy from a support or you're selling from a resistance. And the ATR, it's one of the greatest tools to tell you where can you place your stop loss to be protective. Again, traders, they place their stop loss exactly on the ATR number, so 85 pips. For me, if I place the stop loss on the 85 pips to go for 3 to 1, it needs to go 200 something. It needs to go well deep into resistance, but I don't know if it's going to end up as a head and shoulders. So I'm a bit more concerned about that. And I prefer to use the ATR for half of the risk measurement, and that's 40%. Again, I'm not in this trade, all right? I've just mentioned this because it's a great example for future trades. One trade I got into yesterday, it was this one here, this bullish engulfing. The market already sold off so nicely. And 2 days ago, it stopped here with this small body candle. So if all these sellers, they were still in the market, their activity could press the prices lower. But as my area of support was this one here, when I saw that a bullish engulfing rejected this, it didn't tap into this area, but rejected these prices here, I said to myself, it worth the risk. And I'm still in this trade. It's like, even if some people, they're going to initiate it now, it looks like it's at the point where it closes yesterday. And yeah, I do expect to see the market move to the upside. Euro put this length doji candle around this support. I'm only in the 50 moving average. There is some weakness in the euro in general. Last week we saw some weakness among the other currencies against the euro. So today I'm not very keen, to be honest, to do something with the euro. if you ask me to take a trade, it will be in a very long term, in a very short term trade, like a scalping, due to the fact that we have a bit of weird, let's say, resistance here. There is one resistance right there, a strong resistance, and also there is another resistance right here, and the market is below the line, so this is a resistance and it's not a support. Okay, USD against the CHF, we said we do expect for a breakout. However, the market stopped the market stopped right at this resistance, especially on the intraday. You can see this resistance very clearly. Since then, it pushed to the downside, created a new lower low. Maybe we can see the market pushing a little bit downwards before it's going to take over. Maybe it's not going to take over. Anyhow, we don't know what is going to happen because we trade what we see and not what we think. And when we trade what we believe it's going to happen, it's due to recognize price chart patterns or candlestick. Now, this is not a recognized chart pattern to trade. We are right at resistance we sell, but we are also above this trend line support. So are we selling here and we buying there? It's a bit of, if you ask, let's say 100 traders, maybe 50 traders will say, I'm going to buy here. Other 50 traders, they will say, I'm going to sell there. I want to take trades like this, where you're going to ask 100 traders, and I believe you also want to take trades like that. You ask 100 traders, including yourself, what do you see here? And every single person agrees that this is a sell-off and it's a downtrend. And the next move is we are waiting for a retracement to get involved to the downside. These are the clear recognized patterns we want to trade. Definitely not this when we're going to get it right a few times by luck, and the most of the times we're going to get it wrong. We already mentioned the Australian against the US dollar. So far looks to see some bullishness in the market. The Q is stopped around this area of support. Still not interested with the Kiwi. I don't know why, but I'm not interested. We do have the USD against the Canadian dollar here. Yesterday, Canadian dollar showed some strength, a good strength. So we had this bearish engulfing. It totally engulfed this previous candle. Now, market retraced all the way here. We can see the market push to the downside, definitely. Let me just sort out a little bit this support, because now we have a new support here, still valid from the previous low point, but this one definitely the one we're going to pay attention to. Some resistance, it's this one here, but we do have this main area of resistance around this area. So if someone wants to get involved to this trade here, just be mindful. Oh, sorry, I pressed something. Just be mindful. Let's check the ATR, and it's all, let's say it's 95. Let's put 100 pips, give it or take for the spread. So if the currency pair on average, this currency pair on average moves 100 pips based on the ATR, it means if we enter here, 100 pips, it's somewhere at the support. So it's 1-to-1. Now, how can we do it to risk the same, but to have a probability of getting into 2-to-1? Here is the thing. You have two ways, guys. to play this trade. The first way, the first option is we enter here and we have our stop loss right in the middle of this candle. So we know that if the market is going to move 100 pips as per the ATR, we're going to have a 2-to-1 winning trade. But doing this, it's very risky that maybe the market will retrace 50%. That does it very often, and then it's going to take over. So is it a correct or right way to do it? Absolutely no. Is it a high probability way to do it? Absolutely no. It just depends on what each trader will decide. All right. So I will prefer, I'm not going to take this trade, but I will prefer, if I was about to take this trade, to place a sell limit order right in the middle of this candle. Let's say that's 90 to 45, 50, whatever, to place a sell limit order here and a stop above the highs. If the price retraces, to get me in and give me 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 by the time it's going to hit the support. That's how I would have played. But due to we just bounce from this support, I don't really want to take a trade again for a double bottom. HV, it's the green one, the 200 moving average, and the red one is the 50 moving average. USD JPY, that's the 4-hour chart. Back to the daily, we have this previous area that we mentioned many weeks ago. And why we mention it? Because it's the origin of a downtrend. And usually the last bullish candle before the downtrend, it's where we are welcome. It's where we consider as an order block created. And what is an order block? It's massive orders started from this point here that created this downtrend. So market usually likes to come back, and if it's going to sell off, it's going to do it aggressively from this point onwards. So at this point here, if we have gone down to the 4-hour chart, we could find the last bullish candle started, let's say, this movement. Yep, the last bullish candle, it was this one here. I hope everyone can see it. This one here. So we could enter here. We could have our stop loss a little bit above or based on the ATR something. And we could have taken this trade to the downside. Again, I didn't place the limit order here. I'm not into this trade. Australian dollar against the Japanese yen, it is very mixed though. Euro against the yen, again very mixed here. Pound, we feel this gap yesterday. We don't know what the market will do, if it's going to sell, if it's going to push to the upside. Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. This is the area I marked based on the order blocks. I went down, I identified this lower low here. So I went down to the 4-hour chart. And did I go down to the 4-hour chart? No, I didn't go down to the 4-hour chart. So something wrong here. So it should be this one there. Again, I'm not into these trades. The gap hasn't been filled yet, so maybe today we're going to see some push to the downside to fill up this gap. Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. right at resistance, and yesterday we had this push to the downside. This gap has been filled. Now we don't know what is going to happen. Gold, it's a signal of weakness based on the technical analysis. When we see this long volume, long impulse bearish candle, and we see that the body of the buyer candles are very, very, very small compared to the previous few or three bearish candles, it shows that a weakness is still in the market, and we can expect a push to the downside. For now, because we are below this trend line resistance, we can find some weakness, some price action, and take some short-term sale positions. Crude oil bounced from the support, it's climbing higher. We are still within this range. Gas, it's trying to create this correction phase. Silver, nice, the beginning of the move from this area. We broke below this support. Now we are coming back. That's pretty much what we call a bread and butter trade or text trade. It's like impulse candles, volume candles, momentum candles, long body candles, however you name them. Then we have small bodies, very small bodies. So exhaustion in this downtrend. Buyers, they stepped in, they tried to rescue some higher prices. We can see the market coming and reaches this area of resistance here. There are few points. This is one point, that's a second point, or we're going to come to this point here. It's very early to say which one will be. Let's read some of the questions. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Raquel, good morning. I think it's been a long time to see you here. David, I read your messages yesterday. You are doing great analysis. I like it. Keep them the right effort. And I just mentioned about David because he posts some of his trades and some of the way he thinks about trading on the Telegram channel, guys. Please feel free. You can do the same. And I can answer most of the times. Crazy surge in pound USD around the US news release in the evening. True. Can you please reshare the link in order to contact you when we need you? I can share with you my email, guys, and you can contact me on the email, or you can comment on the Telegram. Let me just copy and paste the Telegram channel. Guys, if you need anything, you can refer to the Telegram. Let me just quickly share the screen. Now, for me, it's easier to see your comments if you're going to comment under the live trading session, like this one. Live trading session in 10. Live trading session in 10. If you comment underneath this, I will get the notifications directly. But if you comment under this post, I have to go and search to see if there is a comment there. Okay, so if you remember, kindly just use the live trading sessions, send this post, and you can put your comments below. All right. Thank you very much. Let's go back to the chart. What time it is? 8 minutes before the London Open. Bitcoin still there. Pound, euro against the Australian dollar. We have this trend line, the trend line resistance. The market stopped here, pushed to the downside. Maybe we can find some good trades on the 4-hour or 1-hour charts based on some order blocks. That will be good. Here it was the one. I didn't even saw it. It was so early, so late last night, my time. That was a good one. Here the market made a lower low. And very, very briefly, how can you trade the order blocks or the smart money concept? I don't know how you guys like the name, but for me, it's the origin of the move. The market made a lower low, so we are in a downtrend. Then where did this downtrend started? It started from this point here. So we can put some sell limit order here, sell limit order, and we just leave the chart. We don't need to wait for candlestick patterns because we have a high chances if the market will retrace here. Many sell limit orders like ours from big traders, from big trading funds, they will be sitting there as well to be executed to take the trades to the downside, and stop losses can be set up above the highs or based on the ATR. And yeah, that worked pretty nicely. So what can we wait for today? If we will see, although we have this support, if we see some lower lows here and the market try to retrace back, maybe this area can be useful for some additional sales to take it all the way down. EuroCAD, we tapped into this area of into this order block. You see the origin of the move. The origin of the move was like this. So we started from here. We tapped in here. Maybe we're going to see the retracement. If we're going to, that's a fairly very long way to put our stop loss. If we buy there and we have a stop loss there, how many pips? It's 140 pips. I wouldn't like to do that because 140 pips, maybe it's the ATR. So I would like to get filled in a better price. And what if the market doesn't come here and start to explode to the upside from there? Just okay, let it be. What to do? Email as well. Yes, I will share the email. Just give me 1 minute. Email. Here is the email, guys. You can contact me on the email as well. So let's have a look at the indices. 3 minutes before the market open. So the chart, nice bullish candle yesterday. Nice. We want to see some bullish momentum today to be continued. Preferably, it will be a buy position today, but we can set up the breakout box. So that's 9:10. The market from 9, it traded all the way down here. We said 1 hour before the open, we structure the market, and we can take a breakout at 10 o'clock, either to the upside or to the downside, depends which one it's going to be hit first. And we just do some scalping here. Okay. So we can wait for that. FTSE right at resistance. Dow Jones. Again, this can give us some good trades. I know that HV, you like the indices on the intraday, right? Nasdaq today can be buy. Same with the Dow Jones. At least that's the information we have for now. David, I tried to make it on 6 pips. Nasdaq move fast, never boring. Are you trading Nasdaq as well on the London Open, or are you trading on during the New York Open, HB? By the way, HB, because I see that you are an active trader, you can post on you can comment on and everyone, guys, everyone here, you can comment on the Telegram channel, so we have more communication throughout the day if you guys want. That will be absolutely fine. I have a feeling that I'm not, now I could feel it. Is spiking. Let's see if it's gonna move higher than this resistance, if it's gonna break through. Ideally, for a valid breakout, guys, you have to see at least two closing candles above the resistance to Dashan, nice question here. Cable took out the high posted last night, whereas euro is still short of its high. Should we expect to see euro retest its high? Thanks. We can do that. It's a very valid way of thinking, definitely. But as I said so many times, we have to trade what we see, and if we recognize a pattern there, then we can trade it. But try to guess what's going to happen between the euro, that it's going to affect the pound maybe, and all this stuff. I really don't know. Ideally today, guys, I would like to see this 5-minute candle on the cable and the DAX to close high, especially this one on the cable to stay high. You're trading all day. That's awesome. Perfect. No problem, HB. Absolutely fine. FIB, I work out FIB 27.2 pound target. Yeah. Yeah, pound retest yesterday's high. Euro USD still fighting. Aussie must. I would like to see a nice breakout here on the Australian dollar, because if you guys hold the trade, if this is gonna be breakout from yesterday's high, this okay, that's a nice trend. If we have a pullback or anyhow we break above the highs, we can see the market from a daily chart to come at least all the way here. That is the that can be used as an order block. So, but that's a long-term approach. Yeah, maybe gonna come today, maybe tomorrow. There are 40 pips left. Already we did 30 pips, about 80. Yeah, give it or take, maybe today or tomorrow can possibly do something here. Let's see the FTSE if it's gonna sustain. Okay, it doesn't want us today. That's what it looks like here. You see, that's what we say, that we really want to see two bullish candles to stay above the resistance here. If we're going to have these situations like these, guys, it means market is ready to reverse at some extent. For me, it doesn't look good anymore because just didn't follow through. So I'll kill the trade. Yesterday it was a good call. Today, for me, it doesn't look that It's moving where it has to go. Again, we said that's purely scalping. No emotions, no second guess, no second thoughts. It's black or white. It's either there or not. I think that's it. Yes, it hit the order block. Why not brown? Because it's more uncommon with brown, Mr. Dashka. But you know that black and white, it's very clear. Okay. Yes, David, it came to the order block here. In which order block are you monitoring? You was short Nasdaq. Yes, perfect. Where did you short it? From this area here, or did you close it, HV? Okay, guys, I think that's all from me today. Let's tune again tomorrow, and I wish you happy trading for the rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow again. Thank you so much.